Hello everyone, good evening, welcome back to Bloodborne! So in the last video, I defeated what was probably the hardest boss in the game before the DLC came out. We fought Yharnam, the queen of the Thumerians. And I have since leveled up, I've refilled all my items that I had burnt during that fight. I repaired all my weapons. We got, for fighting her, we got the Yharnam Stone, which I'm assuming doesn't actually mean or do anything. It's just like a symbol of, like a trophy or something. Like, here you go, you won. High five, you have this item to prove that you actually did it. Yeah, so we're done with the chalices now. Like, that was the last one. That was it. So there's root chalices. I could do some of those, but I'm not going to do that now. So now we can actually go back and finish the story, which there's honestly not much more of it left. Yeah, I think we can get there from the base of the loft. Yeah, here we go. This should be our shortcut. So, welcome back to the loft. Mergo's loft. We are within the Nightmare of Mensis still. I have defeated the giant frenzy shooting brain, so that doesn't exist anymore. It's not a thing. We don't have to worry about that mechanic. They're gonna be other bad things though. Yeah, so we can keep going up. So this gate's all busted open, and I normally would dodge off here-ish. There's a window. I've done this before. That was like the whole reason I came in here last time. Boop! That one right there that we just passed. And that's how we get over to where I dealt with the brain and all that stuff. We're not doing any of that. We're actually going to carry on along the upper loft area now. There are the frenzy brains down there, so I might actually want to equip some frenzy resistant gear. I don't think we're going to run into any more of them, but I do think we're going to run into fire creatures, and I don't have the best fire resistance right now. Oh, the sinister bell ringing woman's around. I forgot that you were still here. This will be another shortcut up to kind of like the final upper area once we get that unlocked. I believe that actually just leads us up to the boss. These are the stairs that we originally came up to get here. So if we keep going down there, that's where we fought, what's his name? The Scholar of Mensis, the crazy guy. Mikolash, there we go. The host of the nightmare. Crazy guy. That's a pretty apt description. Now, this is where things get really interesting. These should be very familiar. Welcome to the Shadows of Yharnam as just regular-ass enemies. Although they're really easy to deal with now. Also, I'm like stupidly overpowered for this, but they're not hard. But that's the fire I said that we were probably going to be dealing with. There's also going to be another returning enemy. There are a bunch of those Shadows of Yharnam creatures floating around here, by the way. Those are by no means the only ones. Is there anything up here? I forget where all the stuff was up here. Ah, there's the thing up here. Bloodstone chunks. So cool, I can upgrade more stuff. So that's if we fall there. We can drop down here, and that's how we get back out. Oh gosh, after just fighting Yharnam, hearing the baby cry it still kind of freaks me out. If that baby starts crying in the background and you see me just like instinctually jump backwards, that's why. Yeah, it's our friend, Mr. Pig. There are a lot of Mr. Pig friends around here. And they're eyeball pigs. They have like a billion eyeballs in the front of their face. I think we want to go down there to deal with the bell ringing woman. Yeah, so this is the one-way drop that I was just pointing out. Not there, but here. Drop down here. And I don't want to deal with that right now. That's going to be our way back when we want to get out. I don't want out. I want in. We want to go this way and we want to kill all the things. 3 bloodstone chunks. That's a lot. I mean, we are like right at the very, very, very end of the game. So it makes sense that the game would be... Hey, there she is. It makes sense that the game would be giving us so many chunks. Oh, hello. I don't want to die. I was not expecting there to be all of you here, and I don't know why I was not expecting that, because you're clearly like a 3-part boss who all hang out together. That's kind of the point. That's the reason that that's a difficult boss. There we go. Yeah, they're so not difficult now. And I don't even have, like, good armor for fighting them. I just left the Maria armor on because it looks so cool. Doesn't it look so cool? Oh, it's so cool. Maria has the best looking armor in the game, which is kind of unfortunate because it has really high blood resistance and really low everything else. It's still really cool. Fashion souls, you know, it's the only thing that matters in the game. Oh gosh! I don't want to be here! I don't want to be here! How am I still alive? How the hell am I still alive? Holy crap, I should probably swap over to, like, actual armor. Which is kind of a bummer. Oh, my attack wins over yours. We'll do the same thing and I will win because I am just so much better. And my sword glows. Your sword does not glow. Tons of blood vials, though. I'm a huge fan of that. Let's go back to this one, just because it's quick. Okay, yeah, there's another pig over there. Hey, piggy. You see me. Oh, there's 2 pigs. That's right. Stupid eyeball pigs. At this point, we've fought so many pigs in, like, the Chalice dungeons and stuff. These are just not even worth mentioning as real enemies, other than how creepy their eyeballs are on the front of their face. That is so creepy. Let's do one of these. Kin Cold Blood 11. A couple of them. That's pretty cool. That's so many blood echoes if I wanted so many blood echoes. A useless gem that I will never use. This is where the pigs patrol. Yeah, and then over here is where we dropped over the edge, so we're literally just right back where we started. You can go down and around, which is what I did, or you can just run through all the pigs that are here. Or you can do both, which I guess I kind of technically just did. So this is where stuff gets fun, because I believe we have a boss fight just like right up here. Yeah, and then also our friend. Hello, you look very familiar. Yarnum, Queen of the Thumerians. I know who you are now. And you're still in your freaky wedding dress and just everything. Yeah, so I want to point out, she's got the ruffly thing around her neck. She's almost certainly got like a slit throat in there also, just like the ghosts of Canehurst. Her hands are bound together in some shackles there, just like the ghost ladies in Canehurst, and they wield the same weapon too, the same dagger. So there's a lot going on there, and then there's the blood, and then there's the baby, and this one, I think the one that we were fighting down in the Chalice was pregnant. I think she looked very pregnant. This one, not so much. I don't know if that's actually a thing, though. I don't know if I'm correct in that assessment. I was very busy fighting and trying to stay alive. Ooh, Yosefka's blood. What is that doing here? I don't know if I'm aware of that being here. So yeah, this is the shortcut that I pointed out earlier. We'll send it down. I'm not going to take it down. I probably should have sent the other ones back down, too. That's okay. I'm hoping that I don't lose this fight. It should be easy compared to everything else we've done. I am going to swap to real defensive gear, though. The Master's Helm. So good. I think physical's all we need to worry about in here. That should be sufficient. Just drape a dead beast over me. And remember that we're still in the Nightmare Realm. But this all looks very familiar, don't you think? All the Mensis scholars, all just kind of dreaming of the nightmare, dreaming of the Great One, seeking revelation, like Mikolash was. Oh, this fight was so freaking hard in my first playthrough, so I'm like really nervous about it, but I also am expecting that we're going to do quite well in here. The boss is the baby carriage, by the way. I believe this is Yarnum's baby. Hello, bizarre creature, Margot's wet nurse. And yes, there is like a lullaby or something playing in the background here, which is kind of cool. And the carriage has been destroyed. Oh gosh. I don't remember any of your attacks, so this is maybe not going to go super well. Forgot how freaky you are. I do remember this part, though. Well, there are now two of you. Of your dark magic. Although one of them isn't real, you're just kind of teleporting around like a jerk. Oh gosh. I don't think we can attack the ghostly one. I have no idea, though. I'm going to try not to attack the ghostly one. I want to attack the real one. Oh gosh, your arms are so long. There we go. Ghost mode is over. For now. And yes, I'm being like super careless in this fight and being super aggressive just because I know that we're going to be fine in here. I'm so like over-leveled for this. It's ridiculous. Yay! Like I said, that wasn't the boss. The baby was the boss. How's that for super creepy? We got another third of an umbilical cord, though. Let's see. Oh, they're consumables, so they're just gonna be down here. So we have 3 of these. The cord of the eye. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. So this was the one that we found in the abandoned workshop. Used to gain insight and, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by lining his brain with eyes. The only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. So this one I think was from Yosevka, when she was like weirdly giving birth and we maybe killed her. This is the one that we just got. So every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord granted Mensis audience with Mergo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Used to gain insight, and so they say eyes on the inside, although no one truly remembers what that actually means. Before we hit that, before we actually go back to the Hunter's Dream, I think we want to go back out here and pay a little visit to Queen Yarnum. Okay. She just bows and is gone. That was all. That was it. That was all I wanted to do. The end. Yeah, so there we go. We defeated Mergo and the wet nurse. Mergo is presumably the baby. Right? That's why Mergo would have a wet nurse. Probably Queen Yarnum's child. Child of her and something, like one of the Great Ones. It seems like whenever the Great Ones get involved, that's when the third of an umbilical cord kind of results. There's one more third of an umbilical cord we can go get. Also, pay no attention to the workshop being on fire. We'll deal with that in a moment. Just don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Well, this is disturbing. The place is covered in blood now, and our friendly lady here is missing. Just completely gone. How are you doing? Right, good talk. Good talk. This guy died. He got murdered by the beggar when we let him in here. The abhorrent beast. Granny went crazy and has just, like, wandered off. She didn't make it very far. Yep. Okay, alright. Great. Doing great. Glad that I went out of my way to rescue all.
I only wanted to help. They told me, my mum always told me. I should have known.
Oh, he's still all, like, worked up over when the beggar came and killed the other guy. So yeah, trail of blood here from, I think it's... I forget her name. Anyway, we follow the trail of blood. I'm sad that it doesn't actually continue all the way down here, but, you know, whatever. Ooh! I got a bunch of insight. Yeah, so here she is. I know that she wasn't feeling so well earlier.
It can't be. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, everyone's taken everything that's happening now just real well. Totally doing fine with all this. She's just all laughing and giggling. Yeah, so she was maybe pregnant, and when I say maybe, I mean very pregnant, and that's what she gave birth to. Which, I don't know, I'm not going to assume that anybody in my audience knows anything about humans and human anatomy and human physiology, but that is not human. And it is now dead. And I think it doesn't matter if you hit her or not. If you kill if you kill the baby, she dies too. So it had another third of an umbilical cord on it. Ariana, there it was. Adela was the word that kept coming to my brain, but I know that Adela is the nun. Ariana, that's the name I was trying to remember. You have her shoes. Oops, those are gloves. Shoes worn by Ariana, woman of the night in the cathedral ward. Innocent and cute, in contrast with its owner. And we got the fourth third of an umbilical cord. Beckons hunters to the dream, so that's from the thing. So here we go. They all have the same first bit. This one talks about Provost Willem, the other ones all talk about how every great one loses its child and then yearns for surrogates. Fill with their brains. So this is the new one that we just got. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. And Oedon, the formless great one, is no different. To think it was corrupted blood that began this eldritch liaison. So Odin, Odin, Thor's dad, the Norse god. No, Oedon, which we're in the chapel to Oedon right now. Like, that's what this church is in the cathedral ward. The formless great one is no different. And to think it was corrupted blood that began this eldritch liaison. So something happened with blood getting corrupted when it shouldn't have. People messed with blood somewhere, somehow, something. We don't really know the details, although we could probably piece together a fair bit of the story. And something like that happened that caused Oedon to get involved, and we know that there's something about Oedon's children, because that's what this is saying. He's no different from the other great ones that lose their child and yearn for a surrogate. So yeah. In my first playthrough, I didn't piece together a lot of the story until, like, well after I'd finished playing, and I kind of went back through a lot of the events in my head and tried to piece all of this together and talk with a friend and stuff like that. Now I have a bit more of an idea, and the DLC has also helped to flesh out a lot of that stuff. I also missed some things. Like, I only got 3 of the umbilical cords, not 4, in my first playthrough. So, good stuff. I love the story. I love all the weird Lovecraftian nonsense that's happening in the background, and I love how it's very Dark Soulsian, very FromSoft, in that you have to piece it all together, you know? So yeah, The workshop is still totally usable. It's fine. It's still totally functional. It's not gonna like burn down or fall apart while we're in here or anything like that. But that noise is interesting to me. Whatever that like thumping is, the whack, 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 whack. Also, the doll probably knows a bit about what's going on here.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
We don't have enough blood echoes to do anything. Foot of the great tree. Oh yeah, I guess there's a really big tree over there. Yeah, so this gate, which has been closed and locked for the entire game, it is not. It is no longer closed off. And Gehrman awaits us, and that is, that's scary. So, we're gonna go check out Mr. Gehrman and see what's going on. Also, I may want to actually swap around my gear a little bit. No. Probably want to change my helmet. I think we'll be fine, ultimately. I'm gonna want, like, a little bit of arcane resistance, maybe? Mostly physical. We can go with the creepy butcher's mask. I actually like the butcher's garb. I like it a lot. How does that do stats-wise? That's not bad. We'll go in as a butcher. We'll go in as one of the Madara's twins. That'd be great. So yeah, next time we go confront Gehrman, and I expect it to be the end of the series. So you got that to look forward to. Thanks everyone for joining me, and as always, may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you. No, well, that too. May the good blood guide your way.